of Liberia from a senator of the people of Bong County. Yeah, is Joel guilty as charged or is she a victim of brutal mistaken identity shrouded in politics? What are the people in Bong County saying about or charges? Marvin Cole is our special studio guest. Good morning.
Good morning, Timai. It's an opportunity to be on your
platform this morning. I thought you were a man. When they arrested you, when you were crying. What is that?
You know it will never happen.
No. Why were you crying?
I can never. I am a full-grown man, and I will never do that. We know we empathize with the former First Lady, but it's not about tears. It is about facing justice and facing the Lord. I think that's what we had opted for since her arrest and her incarceration. And I think at this moment, I teared in my heart at this present time. And then our mother who is at the South Beach. You know, from here I will be going there to see whether I will have an opportunity to see her because we've always been denied.
If you want to go to the South Beach, you got to look for visiting. I lived there before.
That's what I'm going to ask.
So you can't move from here and go there.
No, that's what I'm going to get pride from.
He is not a so. My information, my knowledge is that, hey, give me something and I'll give you some lending. It's not the investigation of the drugs.
So who did he get the something from for soft lending?
He got 10,000.
One of the cartels?
Not the cartels.
Who did he get it from? So this is what I'm saying. Let me tell you something.
The clarity I want us to do.
There is something, Tim, one minute.
You wait a minute. I'm doing the question, so you gotta give me a break.
I need to understand the question before I answer.
Yeah, so don't you give me a break.
I hope you're not trying to alert me as other people.
I'm not gonna alert you to anything. I'm not forcing you into anything.
Yeah.
Like, just let's get it clear.
Yes.
I think the way I've been knowing you for a rack of ages, clear for me, you're somebody who loves your country, somebody who will let us fight this menace called drugs, and we will cooperate to make sure that Liberia is a drug-free country because we are victims of that. That's what I thought you would support that. But when you said it's selective, I just don't understand why it is selective.
You know, before I come to that question, I wanted to say something about the president, President Boakai, as president of the Republic of Liberia and President Boakai as former vice. There are two different presidents. President Boakai sitting watching the presidency from outside of the presidency had a very good heart for Liberia. And I am praying that he will be able. I listened to one woman who was talking about prophecy. I'm hoping that God would endow him with that spirit, that zest he was opting to come to the presidency with to make sure he cleanses Liberia to its knees. That was his agenda. The last time I spoke, I said, "Look, President Boakai is entangled with sophisticated criminals." And that is the only problem. It's not that Joseph Boakai.
That's a high description of.
No, I know that people like Johnny Dean, who's taking bribe, that should be discharged in his responsibility fairly, transparently. That man is saying to the Republic of Liberia, "I took bribe." Those are the people who creating problem for this president. I believe that Joseph Boakai himself, outside of the presidency, meant well for Liberia, and it is my prayers that God will continue to give him strength. I tell you one thing. Every day I go to bread, I pray for President Boakai. I want to say that maybe opposition will have a problem with me. I believe strongly, God forbid, if President Boakai, something was to happen to him, this nation will suffer a lot. At this point in time, we pray for him. We pray with him until after 2029. That is my prayers, and I'll always pray for him.
So after 2029, you can die now?
No.
But you say you pray to him?
No. I'm saying President Boakai should lead or to himself. Why until my God forbid is behind bar? Then I question the president of the Republic of Liberia, who were outside of the presidency, His Excellency Joseph Boakai. No, that man is my uncle. It is my quest, it is my prayer that he succeed. Because when he succeed, that he will help this country, that young men then are us, he will set up a platform that we can stand up and boast about tomorrow. Not a legacy that will endanger our country.
Is he not doing that?
President Boakai is fighting to do it. But the sophisticated individuals around some of them need to be
let's get to Joel.
Now, let me tell you.
You've known Joel for rapid.
It breaks my heart.
How did Joel get to this level?
Let me just tell you something about Jesus and his disciple before I come to Joel. He was preaching the gospel, delivering people, healing people. Blind eyes were opening. At a particular point in time, he was arrested for wrong gospel. Those around him, some of them could say, no, I know Jesus. He's not the man that you are talking about. He was taken to Pontius Pilate. Pontius Pilate said, lay down your accusations. They laid the accusation down. Pontius Pilate said, Lord, from all indications, from everything that you have said, I know Jesus. He cannot do this. So I wash my hand. But you say,
I wash my hand, but tell him.
Yeah, because my hand not inside. Because if I tell you that the man is innocent, you will kill me too. So at this point in time, I know Joe Taylor. And that is my passionate appeal to the people of Bong County to remain steady, to remain focused.
How should God wrap up?
No, I'm saying to you, Joel is somebody that we have known from over 30 years.
How did she get wrapped up?
I believe mistaken identity. Joel was dealing with enemies that she did not know. Because you as a human being, you're not omnipotent, you're not omnipresent, you not understand everything. You don't have the capacity to know people from their appearances. I think Joel might have.
What was she dealing with? And
all of us from the charges of the government, we understood. The government was specific that, Lord, Joe Taylor dealt with Sheikh Bashir. That's what they said. And they had conversation as far as back as 2021, 2022, and 2026. Now, the question is, what happens to the $300+ million drugs that was in Liberia already under the control of this administration? Who brought them? Who are the actors? Even though conversations were held since 2021, since 2022, there is no link between 2021, 2024, 2025, 2026 that Joel was still dealing with these people. The charges were very specific at a specific time that Joel interacted with these people. So I believe we are praying with the investigators that they should be able to establish what happened between 2024, 2025, 2026, up to April, May, June, July, August, before Joel dealt with this person that they are alleging Sheikh Bashir, because they say in 2026, August, meaning that she did not have any other interval, any other conversation with them until August. So what happened? Who brought these drugs? Now, there are names of people that we have heard in the public glare, and those people are free. They stay passing around, and nothing has happened to them. Now, the GA...
Is Bashir passing around?
Of course, where is Bashir going and ask the Minister of Justice? He's a free man, drinking his champagne, passing up and down. And now it was also stated that every time Bashir was on his way to the former Vice President's house, security intel was established, and they were there where? Now, let me say this to you, Tim.
What is Bashir, before you get to that, what is Bashir's relationship with the former First Lady?
No, I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know the relationship.
Do you know?
I believe, no, 1 minute. When you occupied one of the highest seats in the Republic, those who come to you for business opportunities and other things, you may not be able to know them. You may not be able to detect who they are. You may not be able to know their intentions. And then they will ask you, if you came to me and say, I want to plant 1 million coconuts in Liberia, I need your assistance, Mr. Vice President. And I agree to that and begin to have conversations with you. Later, you are discovered to be a cartel. I want to believe that she's just a victim of our association. And people decided to buy a setup. Joel is transnational porn that people try to use her as a porn to clean their mess. But God's going to deliver us short of that. Because I know the person who we are dealing with, we are talking about, she's a clean person. I want to. And that is the day I'm waiting for. I, Honorable J. Marvin Cole, will drive to the president's house and I will lay before his feet and ask him for forgiveness and pardon on behalf of the former First Lady. If it is established that Joel was aware, knowingly participated in this crime, knowing that, Lord, that drugs traffickers were dealing with her and she knew she was participating in cocaine activity and they were established, then she get convicted. I will go to Joseph Human Walker's house and I will beg him for mercy.
So you don't believe the charges leveled against Joel?
Until the law, the law of our country says when you are accused or you are charged, it is assumed that you are innocent until proven guilty. Until then, the Ministry of Justice, the prosecution has the responsibility, the burden of proof on them to convict you. Not only conviction, it should be a clean, transparent, impartial conviction. Let me say this to you before we go. There was a guy in the state of Louisiana in the United States of America called Archie Williams. You can check on it. This guy, one morning he woke up, he was walking, strolling, he just heard a cop behind him. Look, you are under arrest. Stoop on the ground. and they sat over him, handcuffed him, took him to the court. Why did they charge him? That it was alleged at the time that he attempted to murder somebody, a lady that was starved to death. They said he was the one. Mistaken identity. This guy was convicted. What evidence did the court use to convict this man? Honor the most sophisticated security and law system in the Republic, in the United States of America. He was convicted and sentenced to jail for 36 years.
Send me that bribe. Send me that talk.
After 36 years.
The tongue you bring in is that Joel is not as guilty as charged. Somebody freed Joel up, or they lied about Joel. Is that what
to implicate her. So the evidence adduced against her, we pray that the state will be very mindful. The state will be cautious about the trial. Look, see, somebody like me go to access the room to listen to the trial, to see what is happening, and I was denied by the police. I'm hoping that we are not going to have those kind of situations. As a lawmaker, that's my constituents. I am representing her from Bong County and the Republic of Liberia. We should have unhindered access. Now, let me tell you what happened to me. No, 1 minute. I am her lawmaker. Let me say this, Tima. After 36 years of wasted lives in jail of Mr. Williams, Archie Williams, one day, somebody spoke and said, look, you have a conscience. Go and testify about what you did. And now he fired what dug up and then dusted out. And they decided now to reinvestigate. The court has to apologize to him openly and ask for all the damages. He walked away. He said, you, the law, did not free me. It's God that freed me. So I'm going away. So I am saying, many times when you hear, oh, the evidence is overwhelming. Oh, there's this and that. Let's be careful about these kind of evidence that we're talking about. I listened to somebody on the radio who trying to prejudice the whole thing. Oh, you listen to the recording. When recordings are obtained criminally, are they admissible under our law? No. So what recording we're talking about? So those recordings that we are talking about, we should know whether those recordings were done as per the consent of Joe Taylor. Except you tell me Joe Taylor did her own recording and decided to send it. What purpose? What was the intent of that recording that she did send to Honorable Marvin Cole? Was it a recording to say, give me money to help me to go do my political work? Or it was a recording to say, oh yes, I know about the cocaine you want to bring, so I will provide you corridor to bring the cocaine? So these are the things that we're waiting for the state. But I want to say something before we go to the next step. My uncle Joseph Baga, nobody will destroy his administration. We'll work with him. I will stand behind my uncle and will work with him to make sure that the fight against drugs is upheld and nobody will destroy this administration.
My question to you, because you put to the politicize this,
we are not.
That Joel is a victim of politics. Joel has been in politics for a rank of ages. Joel was a senator. Joel walked through the ranks and file of politics. Who wants Joel to be implicated falsely into this? Is it the government?
No, listen.
So who wants if she didn't do anything, if she didn't get herself involved with Basaru, who is implicating her?
But let me say this, T-Mash. I think former Vice President Joe Taylor, you just stated, sometimes we need to be, our generosity should not extend to the point where you allow any other person to just meet with you.
Didn't Joel know who Basaru was?
I don't think that Joel knew who this Basaru was.
But they talk to Dubai though.
No, listen, I don't have
those fights. How will you
fights.
take somebody to Dubai without knowing them?
How
will you go with somebody without knowing them?
I don't have those fights. Basaru, the one who told Joel to buy. The state will have to prove that. And they said for the 5,000 were given, you got to tell them whether it was in check, it was in cash. They got to explain all of those to us, the Liberian people, to understand. And we want to say bravo to them for giving all those information, but those information should be authentic. That is what we are talking about. I am hoping that this government will continue to work in the spirit of the fight against drugs in a transparent form and manner so that this country will sail properly. But I'm telling you, I think there are some invisible hands. You know the hands, when my father said something to me before, the invisible hand that killed Tubbo. That hand was a white hand. It was not a black hand. So there are invisible hands that are interplaying in the whole Joel thing. But let me tell you, Joel is going to be the next. She's not Nelson Mandela, but she's going to be one of those. When he was accused, incarcerated for years, Nelson Mandela came out and won the Nobel Peace Prize. There were so many things that happened. So we are only asking the people of Bong County to be resilient. One of the things that happened to our country, yes, we voted Joseph Boakai, we stood with this government. Now, the only thing we have now, our daughter being humiliated to the lowest. Behind bars.
So you're not going back to
So the citizens of Bong County. No, Boakai is our uncle. He owed the people. The fight against drugs cannot be politicized. It cannot be an ethnicity. But what we can do now is, Boakai needs to understand when I'm dealing with my uncles, I got to be careful. Because these are the people I have to go back to for the traditional blessing for my second term.
Boakai is saying to you, the people of Bong County, I'm not going to gamble votes for the commission of crimes.
Of course.
That's why he's telling you.
No, that's
so
why.
Whether you vote for Boakai,
that's why President Boakai this morning, when we are leaving from this place, tell the Minister of Justice, instructing that I want Johnny Dean behind bar. I want the former DA Ebola. I want him behind bar. I want these people charged as equal as my niece were charged. That is the transparency we are asking the president. The president is right on the fight against drugs.
Before we take the break, will you be surprised if Joel is brought down guilty?
I will be surprised. That's what I said. And take me for this. When Joel is brought down guilty, the security should allow us to sit in the court and watch the process and listen to the evidence.
We'll televise it.
Okay, I am praying for that. Let it be televised. Let's sit there and give her the moral. No, the reason why someone need to be in the court to give her the moral support, our presence with me a lot, that my people standing with me, that we need to understand all of those things. But is it an attempt to bring Joel down and to humiliate Bong? Is it an attempt?
It's not
that because she have become so powerful?
It's not Bong.
No. I am saying something. Is this an attempt to do that? If it is not, then the other people we should not be selective. This morning, the Gregory Coleman should ensure that the former 106 is charged and sent to prison. He should not be. The Bashuru man should not be drinking champagne. He should be arrested. His
Bashuru is drinking champagne.
Where is he? I have not seen him in the courtroom. I have not seen him being charged. And from here, I will go to South Beach and ask for visiting hour, and I will ask for Basuru. If he's not there, I will write the president of Liberia that this man who you said talked to, the investigator said he spoke to Joel, he gave Joel money. He's the main doer of the crime. If this crime is true, that man should be equally be charged.
So before we take our break, let me get to what I heard for the people of Bong County last night, to be precise. The people of Bong County have a meeting and said, yeah, we know that Joel is guilty. But if Boakai will imprison Joel, Boakai is not going to get our vote. All the people,
no,
including Marvin Cole.
Marvin Cole. We know one thing.
You said you will not vote for him.
We said one thing. We know we cannot preempt the decision that will come from the court. We want to remain law-abiding. We want to respect the rule of law. The people of Bong County, on the saying to President Boakai, do not be selective. If our daughter is imprisoned by your administration, Johnny Dean should be imprisoned.
No, that's not what you said last night. Why do people?
I was never part of any meeting. And the citizens of Bong County never said that. They never said that.
Joel is behind bars. Joel is the worst situation of our life.
You're from Bong?
And if
do you have association from Bong?
Yes, I do.
The last time I checked that you from the southeast.
I'm not bound. I'm in Bong.
No.
But what I'm saying to you, what the conclusion was. Yeah, maybe Joel did it. Maybe because of a mistaken identity or because it's Joel. But if Joel is brought down, we're not going to get our vote.
But in Bong County, the reality is if Joel gets a free and impartial trial,
and she's found guilty,
this government will be held for that.
If she's found guilty?
If she's found guilty.
And what the position of people of Bong?
And the position of people of Bong will know that the fight against drugs is a serious matter.
And so they will still vote for Boakai.
We will still vote for Boakai. But if Boakai is selective, if Boakai is trying to criminalize the fight against drugs.
You think Boakai is selective?
But where is Johnny Dean?
Why was you not charged? Why was Moi not charged?
No. Because Moi was never accused. Marvin Cole was never accused. But Johnny Dean, one former 106, said, yes, they gave me $10,000 United States for safe passage for them to land. But there is a man who said passing around. The very man who now giving information to the state security that Joel was arrested and charged and incarcerated right now in the central prison. This man is passing around. In fact, I heard it is alleged I even got rights due.
Let's take our break. And when we come back, call us on those numbers on 07777 Better stay call us on 077221223. You be live on 5050. On Sky 107, we are discussing the crime, the verdict, the commission, and the president of Joe Taylor. Our special studio guest, J. Marvin Cole of Bong.
Yeah.
You're not calling up?
Yeah.
How is it going?
That is me. They only do your selective. No, you're selective.
I'm not selected as you. You're the people who are considered.
Genuine auto parts to top quality.
Come here. All right. Yeah, so very shortly, the on break at the moment is Representative Marvin Cole, currently addressing the issue about the former First Lady and also former Vice President Joe Taylor. On yesterday, she was taken to the Monrovia Central Prison, and as a result of prosecution resisting to request by the lawyer representing the former vice president, and according to them, they were requesting that the former vice president be given compassionate detention, meaning where she will be taken back to the hospital, and when the matter starts, she will be moving over to the court. But then that was resisted by the prosecution lawyer, and they requested that the former vice president be taken to the Monrovia Central Prison, and that was approved. That was a decision was rendered by the court on yesterday, and so the former vice president is currently at the Monrovia Central Prison, and also given that the just law, especially on just trafficking, is non-bailable and linked to it, so you cannot be bailed for it. So as a result of that, the former vice president will remain at the Monrovia Central Prison as the trial go ahead. So this is what is happening at the moment. So Representative of Marvin Cole is here addressing the media on Sky FM, and very shortly they've taken a break, and we hope to go back. So just remain posted, and very shortly. So we go back to the studio.
This is $115 United States dollars. Once the payment is made, LWSC field service agents will then proceed to your location to get you connected. For additional information, please call 5972 on Orange Call Free. Other numbers to call include 077-464-171, 0886-616-767, and 0886-617-200. Get connected to the LWSC water system and enjoy clean, safe, and reliable water service. This message comes to you from the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation, LWSC.
Thank you very much. We're back on 5050 on a Wednesday morning on Sky 107.1 FM. Special studio guest is the lawmaker of Bong County, J. Marvin Cole. We're discussing the incarceration of former vice president, former senator of Liberia, Excellency Joe Taylor. You have listened to Marvin Cole, his position, the position of those in Bong County. What is your position? Is good Joel guilty as charged or mistaken identity shrouded in politics? Call us on those numbers now. on 07777 Better stay coming on 07777 Use our Facebook page, Sky Communications, Liberia. You be live on 5050 on Sky 107. Let's go to the line now. Talk to our first caller. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Hello, are you getting me?
My brother, what's your name and where you calling out from?
This is George Lobo. I'm calling you from the capital of Baba.
George Lobo.
Yes.
George, is Joel guilty as charged?
Everyone is presumed innocent or guilty. So at this particular point in time, I would not rather know verdict or judgment against that. But I called to make you point. So my big brother Marvin Cole, Honorable Marvin Cole, there in studio, me and myself from the same county. And he made some comments asking they are not healthy for the democracy of our country. This is a safety law. The laws that the police are implementing or the judiciary or interpreting our laws deeper. And it breaks my heart to see it. This is honorable. In every part of the world, investigators can shoot only one person for information they see credible that will help their investigation. So let's assume, I'm going to speak clear, let's assume but it's being considered a cooperating witness. What does that mean? That means that you begin to reveal the entire needs of the whole network operation. No. Let the people get things to people. They're looking for people to get their income. The president
Lobo.
Yeah.
In other words, you're saying that Joel was named or identified by Basaru.
Exactly.
I'm asking you.
He's saying that. Exactly. So the state, I'm pretty sure, Bashiro now is getting out more other information to the investigator. And this is why I want to say to all of us as Liberians, let us allow this investigation to play itself out rather than just speculating. Because let me tell you one thing. You have no idea what the government has as its evidence. Whatever you see they give you, they will never show a full card to you. I'm going to tell you straight up. So what I want to say is, for leaders, especially policy makers, to be on the edge, you want to make it feel like is an attack against opposition or is an attack against one county. So what about the other people that were arrested that come from different counties? They don't matter. What we want is to fight drugs. And let me say this, if my dad is involved, let them go for it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Call me on that number on 07777 You be live on 5050 on Sky 107. Breaking news.
Good morning.
Good morning, my dear brother. What's your name and where you calling me from?
Yeah, thank you very much. This is Samuel Maya, calling from Broadway.
Sam, go ahead.
Thank you very much for your discussion this morning. Thank you for the representative when the studio there this morning. You know, as for me, I'm now division, but for me, I let justice to be done to every man. All people were arrested for the drug issue, and they put them behind bars. If you are be arrested and sent her to jail. The only thing some of us expecting is for her to provide a lawyer, and defend her. If they're guilty, then she'll go to jail. But if she don't guilty, then they will free her. But for now, let she be there until she best can stop it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Call me on that number on 07777 You be live from 5050 on Sky 107. The numbers again 07777 or you call us on 07772212223. Good morning, my brother. What's your name?
Thank you, T-Mac. Let me say good morning to Honorable Cole. My name is Pastor Davis, a member of Concern Labran for Justice. So, T-Mac, I think all of us are in Liberia, and we see the way the government is proceeding. Even with the laws of the country, it's not being respected by President Waka. But again, sometimes when Honorable then speaks, then we disappointed because it is that court.
You said the laws are not respected by Joseph Boyka. What do you mean by that? Hello?
Yeah, I'm saying it is the legislation that all of us depend on that's supposed
No. You said something earlier. I just want to clarify. You say even Joseph Boyka does not respect the laws of Liberia. Is that what you said?
Yeah, but he might be a veteran journalist.
Yeah, but I just asked you so whether I'm a bishop journalist. I'm not talking about that. You said Joseph Boyka does not respect.
President Boyka disrespected the turning position. Are you not aware?
What position?
All the turning position in the country. Are you not aware?
Yeah, so I don't want clarity that you say he does not respect the laws.
You want clarity on things that are very. Are you not aware that he disrespected the laws of the country? Are you not also aware that even the national budget, under President Boyka's official, they have to think of the budget? Are you also not aware? As the government told us what is supporting you for you, as they told us, you were ready when President Boyka told you that you didn't even know that over $10 million project was being done in Korea. Are you also not aware, Stephen?
But I'm aware of the fact that he knows that Joe Taylor is in the service.
No. Those charges are look. There's one thing the government fails to realize.
Those charges are bogus.
Listen, just where popularity is in the common people. You can tell Mexico everybody support. You can put them to prison. 2029 will go to the ballot box.
Thank you very much. I don't think you want to discuss the merit of what we're discussing. You want to politicize it. I'm not prepared to give you that kind of free ride. Call me on that number on 0777 107. Let's go back to line 4. Talk to our next caller. Good morning. Good morning. Line 4 is not ready. Call me on those numbers 0777 107. Let's go back to line 7. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Kima.
My dear brother, what's your name and where you calling me from?
This is Marvin Cole, and I'm calling from Liberia. Good morning to Honorable Marvin Cole.
Good morning.
Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. I want to join Honorable Marvin Cole to say that the Honorable Mr. Boyka, is proceeding dangerously. For the fact that the cartel display a video accusing Joe Boyka receiving $2 million to facilitate the drug trafficking in Liberia. And you left that. You went there, Joe Taylor, quote unquote, receiving a gift from Brazil country. It's unfortunate. You have the ID who won't share this.
Hello? You said the cartel displaying a video giving Jojo Boyka $2 million?
Of course, the video is available. It's a public record. They say again, Jojo Boyka $2 million.
But that's what they say. It might not be true. That's what they say.
Jojo Boyka are receiving message from them. Oh, yes, they are not recalled to be investigated. Geraldine received 10,000 according to the IG. Where is Geraldine? He was in prison in Morovia.
Dean did not receive $10,000 from the cartel.
This is unfair. The way President Boyka proceeding, it is unfair. It is tantamount to chaos. And no Liberian wants chaos here. Mr. Boyka must govern himself and govern the Liberian people properly. Thank you.
Thank you very much for me on that number. 0777 107. You'll be lying for 50-50. On Sky 1 second. Let's go back to line 1. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm go money also.
Okay, my name is Nancy Julian, calling from Brussels.
Go ahead.
Yeah, also, good morning to the Honorable Studio.
Good morning.
In my for me, no one is above the law. But the law at this time is not fair. The law is one-sided. Because there were other people prior to your invitation into this drug saga that were supposed to be arrested, indicted, but they are not. And for me, I see you as a secretary now, was showing the attention of the Liberian people from discussing the real issue. And also, finally, for our line, the issue of cocaine is now one of the things that is destroying our youth. The drugs that are destroying the youth is there. We get something they call pills, we get the cocoa, we get the kush, and we get the other drugs that are forgetting the means. These are the drugs we need to fight. So we talk about cocaine. How many you can afford to buy cocaine?
Oh, wait. So nothing wrong with cocaine.
No, that's what he's saying.
No, boy.
No, the man, that's
drugs is drugs.
Yeah, so he's telling you the other drugs.
You find the cool.
No, we should not only talk about cocaine, we should go after the other drugs. That's what he's saying.
I'm letting them wait, man.
The man can wait. What happened to the kush? What happened to the satellite?
You get call me off.
Calling the man off.
Call me off.
Oh, you know that they're not saying information to you.
I'm not talking about drugs.
You protecting somebody.
I'm not.
But the man talking about market. The man talking about drugs.
Let's go back to the line.
No, I think that you got different mind.
Good morning.
You get different mind here.
Good morning.
What? T-Man, I got to check you.
Good morning.
I want a message you reading, not coming from there.
Good morning.
You reading some of the message here?
Call us on this number, 077. Drugs is drugs.
Of course.
Destroy Liberians.
So you agree with him?
He's going to spend some time.
We should talk about Kush.
Let's go back to the line.
The other one.
Maybe, please be quiet. Let's go back to the line to talk.
And you telling me please be quiet? Oh, no, because my people, they tell message for powerful. They tell message for powerful. Let's go on.
Good morning.
Who is telling message from?
My dear brother, why don't you know where you're calling me from? Go ahead, my dear brother.
There's something bad what the government is doing for me out here and for which one?
Which one?
People. Hello?
Go ahead, we're listening.
Yeah, so these people are doing all these things to, try to weaken the opposition. Because what happened to the $350 million cocaine? What happened to the 19 million at the airport? What happened to the cartel after the fall, Joseph Bonaparte or Jojo? That is according to Jacket. What happened to all these people? So that Joel now they want to use as a sacrificial land. You see what's happening? And these are things that have the propensity of leading our nation into instability. This thing shouldn't be happening, man. And Mr. Waka, who's carrying on an investigation, is he a respecter of our law? No, what is a scary? That's what are all for our society, see, man.
So let me ask you one question. Where could this? Is it gone? He left the line.
Yes, okay.
So let's take our last caller before we turn over to Honorable Cole. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Jonathan.
My brother, be hurry up because our time is up.
Take time, man.
Good morning.
Man, not because you got call, you want to call the show up.
My man, don't.
Yeah, go ahead.
Interrupt. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Jonathan.
My brother, what's your name and where you calling us from?
Thank you. This is Mama 40, and I call you from Dole Community, Samanima Village.
Go ahead.
Mr. Jonathan, thank you for your talking point. And let me say congratulations to the governor of Liberia taking a bold step to see how best for the drugs to be eradicated from this country. That is true, we don't support it, but I think the president has taken a step that will make Liberians or all of people who come to the country with drugs, they will see how best they will know to themselves that this country is out of business. Mr. Jonathan, some person who has disappointed him but come to the media to say things that is out of order. During the region of Pastor, when you are serving at the age of Fana, Pastor is one person who used to say lot in the interest of the government. But now, saying things that you say Boka is breaking the rule of law, I think you don't know what he is saying. So, when this guy comes for the show, you should read it. Sometimes you give them speed, but they are not coming with sincerity because they are set themselves up to doing that. So, Mr. Jonathan, I think the government is making significant impact to share there for the Liberians to make progress when it comes to the drug issue. Thank you for affording the opportunity.
Thank you very much. This time we turn over to Mr. Honorable Cole to address the concerns of the callers.
I listened to the first caller, George, who were talking about Sheikh. Mm-hmm. Maybe the government is using him, he giving information and what have you, so he's now behind bar because of that. Sheikh, international best practice, you speak to all the security agencies. Sheikh should be under the custody of the security apparatus. Let's assume that he's cooperating. Now, this man not going to be a free man because the man is alleged that he's the center of discussion concerning the cocaine. So you have the man passing all up and down, going to nightclub and drinking his champagne and trying to blackmail other people and get information. How authentic that the information Sheikh is providing can be proven in court. The government also got to be careful with Sheikh, because if this information that coming from Sheikh is when the government is relying on that criminal, allegedly, that they got to be careful. That he will call names, he will create more chaos in the country, he will tell the people what is happening, and there will be more trouble in the country. That could play in the interest of Sheikh. So the government, then he goes to the government to back him. Oh, you got to release me. Don't do anything to me. I will call names. I will tell you who all I dealt with. And he began to give faulty information. The government want to rely on that. Because to prove that, yes, Joel knowingly participated, it means that Sheikh has to prove that this was a cocaine, was discussing cocaine business in Dubai, and Joel knew that cocaine business we're talking about, and she participated. He got to prove that. That $45,000 according to him, was given to Joe Taylor. He has to prove whether it was check, it was cash for shopping, who delivered this money, and what were the conversations that were held before this money was delivered. Sheikh has to prove it. So I am asking President Joseph Yema Boakai to be very careful, because criminal is criminal. They think faster. So Sheikh could say, look, the only way I can get out of this thing, because remember, I just understood, I got another intel that Sheikh was also accused for criminality in the United States of America. He did a backing. So he think that he continued to play in his favor. So he comes to Liberia and says, look, you know why? That's a third world country. I can go there and invade the whole place and get lie on people and create chaos among themselves, and they're going to listen to me. So I am saying Sheikh should be arrested. He should be in the custody of the security, not to be passing around. It is alleged that he has other deals, other rights, other things that were given to him. Those things need to be investigated. Mr. George Ajato, I am not saying justice should be delayed or justice should not serve when it comes to Joel. No, I'm not saying that. I am saying my position on this matter, if you arrested Joel and kept her at the police station, later you charge her in 6 days' time, send her to the magistrate court, send her to central prison, what happens to Johnny Dean? What happens to the DA or OIC that the president just relieved of his post? What happens to the company GLS at the Rawa International Airport, the cargo handling company that they $219 million were allegedly packaged through there? What happened to those people? All of them should be summoned. They should be bundled up and placed behind bar, and that company should be canceled, but the government is still doing business with that company. Then if you conduct yourself like that now, they will say no, but then you are selected, you are not serious about the fight against drugs. That is what I'm saying. And those things are only happening because my uncle Joe Boakai is not aware of most of these things. People are dangerously situated around the presidency, and sometimes they mislead the president. The old man.
I'm talking about the advisors.
I'm talking about some of the advisors, not all of them. Because let me tell you,
which are the ones that are advising?
The ones that are advising him, they know themselves. But those are the ones who tell him no. Because if they are properly advising the president, by now the GLS company at RRA will not be there still handling cargo. When $19 million were processed through them, they're still doing that. Now, Johnny Dean will not still be passing around a notorious criminal allegedly by the government of Liberia. Again, Gregory Coleman, who is now the DEA boss, at the same time the police IG, he said senior government official of this government and the past administration participated, aided, and abetted at the highest level in this country for the $19 million draw. So, Mr. President Joseph Boakai, this morning, you listen to your nephew. Gregory Coleman should be relieved of his position. He should be arrested and investigated.
The president said he has full confidence in
because the president was misled. I told you two Joseph Boakai. One of the Boakais was the Boakai outside of the presidency. One of the Boakai is a Boakai in the presidency. Now, at that point in time, he is surrounded with some of the most notorious criminals that he doesn't know they are in court suits. They are in clean clothes. They sit around there misleading. Some of them are Johnny Dean, who were able to take $10,000 from criminals. Those are the people that we're referring to. So at this point in time, for the IG to go on the radio, public radio, to tell the international partners and calling on the American government that believe in the rule of law and all our international partners for this man to say the IG that the cooking issue is at the highest level of our country. Official of government, per his investigation, revealed that they are participating, they are aiding and abetting. Is that there? When you say officials, now you say past government and present government, so the IG should be made. My brother, when I spoke about this, Joa is in prison. She's not different from other people. That's why she's there. I want to tell the citizen of Bong County, our daughter, as far as I know per the law, she has not committed no wrong, and you should not be deterred. You should not cry. We should pray with her, and we'll stand up to this government to ask for free and fair trial of our former vice president and our daughter.
Our time is running fast, but let me.
I then hope this is not here to also bring. Oh, George, we have spoke to one of the investigators. On what? No.
Is the CDC catering?
I am not.
Could they go forward?
I am a member of the opposition, as you know, but I come from the citizen movement for change.
Oh, you left CDC?
No, I was never a member of CDC. I came from the MPP who were collaborating.
Okay.
But
that, I agree with you.
But as an opposition,
I can give you that free pass.
Of course, as an opposition member, one of the leaders of the opposition, listen, no matter what you do, a clean person is a clean person, a criminal is a criminal. Until you can prove you are guilty in the competent court of jurisdiction and prove these allegations that she knew, she transported, she imported. You got to bring all of those bill of lading.
Is Joel arrest or preamble for total dissolution of the opposition? Could this go beyond Joel? Do you have any fear that after Joel, who's next?
And they are even talking about the total money in question that they shared by Suru Guy, talking about 135,000. Joel is bigger than 135,000. Again, before I answer your question, they said they donated 75,000 to Starfish Foundation. So meaning that all the kids are benefited from Starfish Foundation above 18 years old, they got to be arrested because they're cooking money. Is that what the government is saying? So Joel is guilty by association. Joel is guilty by affiliation. Joel is charged. So it is possible. Let me tell you.
Could this go beyond Joel?
This is a game plan.
Could this go beyond Joel?
I said something to you. People, Mr. President, there are people who got their agenda in the agenda of this president. And we are going to help this president who are his nephews, that this government would not be destroyed by those individuals. They are trying to clean certain people. Listen, people pushing this president to make him to believe that, look, you can arrest members of the opposition, don't be afraid. Arrest and incarcerate them. But if trouble was to come here today, it would be...
But if they commit crime to be arrested.
No, listen.
If they commit crime to be arrested.
If Marvin Cole commits...
I'm asking you, Cole. Because the noise I'm hearing in the street, like this is politically motivated. After Joel, they'll go up.
For me,
people in the Senate, jittering. I'm asking you because you are integral part of the serious part of the opposition.
Okay, so
I mean, people having the fear that after Joel is going to go up, the octopus going to spread.
Nobody is afraid of the Unity Party government. Nobody, absolutely, including myself, who, I'm not afraid of this party, this government. The one thing that they can do, one bullet intended only for one single man, and God forbid. I'm saying, nobody going to kill anybody.
But if you commit crime,
you will be penalized. You will be penalized if you commit a crime. But I'm telling you, you have to be fearless. You have to know that you're on the side of the law. If you are doing the right thing, there's no need to be afraid. But if Marvin Cole is doing a criminal dealings, those who are criminals will be afraid of this government because the government will go after criminals. When you are not criminal, there's no need. Whether you're in the opposition or you're in the ruling party.
You're in the opposition. You've been around the corridor of power. You see crime, you smell crime. What next? After Joel, what's your fear?
I believe there are more names, more serious-minded people. Going to be, let me tell you.
For instance.
Let me tell you something.
For example. After Joel, next.
I will not begin to name people here, but I have an information that another senator was indicted already.
Who's that?
That indictment is alleged. No, I told you.
What county from?
No, listen to me. I've heard that information. It is alleged that senator is indicted. So let me tell you what they are saying to our president.
Is that Moi?
Joseph
Yuma Boakai. Is Moi already indicted?
No, listen.
No, you said I want to do a
Joseph Yuma Boakai is a very nice president. He's a nice old man.